time ago, in the year 1990, a man named Zed lived in Sludgeville City. He lived in the slums that weren't very pretty. He had a long nose, a mustache, a wrinkled forehead. He ran a dilapidated junk shop, that is what he did. He only had one employee named Smeely, Postopeedi. This one employee wasted time all day playing games on the computer. One day Zed told Smeely, let's be superheroes. Smeely said, no, I just wanna play games on the video. Later that night, Zed was watching TV. Breaking news came on about the robberies. A crime wave has been unleashed across the city. A band of ninja gophers murdered an entire family. The news reporter laughed and chuckled with glee. Ninja gophers, he said, I really don't believe. Suddenly a katana blade whizzed through the air. Off went his entire head and hair. A ninja gopher jumped on screen, a really hairy bloke. He said menacingly, we are real, we are not a joke. The screen went black, experiencing technical difficulties. Zed screamed horror and didn't know what to think. The next day at work, Smeely played games on the video. Zed said to him, Smeely, we gotta become superheroes. Smeely replied, no, I don't wanna. Zed said, okay, I'll fire you. Smeely said, okay, fine, I'll be your sidekick. Zed said, I will be called Plutonious Zed. You will be called Super Smeely. Smeely replied, no, I just want to be called Smeely. Zed said, okay, alright, now we need costumes. They bought some superhero suits at the costume shop. Zed said, how do I look? Smeely said, fine, how do I look? Zed said, roll up your sleeves. Now we need some weapons. Zed got katana blades, Smeely got nunchucks. That ninja supply shop really came in handy, said Zed. He held aloft his katana blade and said, watch this! He threw the blade and it whirled through the air. It hit the bullseye fair and square. Bet you can't top that. Zed said, I can too! Watch me! Said Smeely! He proceeded to engage in the most awesome nunchuck routine anyone has ever seen. What do you think of that? Said Smeely! That's great! Exclaimed Zed. Let's go get them gophers. Zed thought to himself, how are we gonna get there? Maybe we can fly through the air. Passed by Joby's jetpack store. They bought jetpacks from the factory floor. Plutonious Zed flew that jetpack just like a pro. Smeely, on the other hand, couldn't make it go. Smeely crashed into a telephone pole. Smeely smashed into a building. Smeely bashed a big old bird. Smeely spluttered into a big old jet airliner. Later when Smeely finally learned to fly correctly, they found the secret hideout of the Ninja Gophers clan. They snuck inside the hideout. The rest is history that we knew. A gigantic ninja battle did ensue, using the latest forms of ninjutsu. Plutonious Zed and Smeely were the winners. That's who! Huzzah and hooray! They defeated the Ninja Gophers clan that day. Zed ran a junk shop down in the city. He lived in the slums that weren't so pretty. He had one employee that was named Smeely. His surname was Postopeedi. Smeely wasted time playing games on the computer. One night Zed was watching TV. A news flash happened interrupting his show. A crime wave was spreading across the city. The news reporter said, then a ninja gopher jumped in the scene and chopped off his head with a sharp katana blade. Zed cried out in fear, oh no, what are we gonna do, Smeely, my dear? Let's become superheroes, Smeely said. No, I don't wanna. Zed said, well then I'll fire you. Smeely said, okay, I'll be your sidekick. They got supplies and gear at the local ninja supply shop. Zed got katana blades, Smeely got nunchucks. They even bought superhero outfits with capes. I will be Plutonious Zed said. Plutonious Zed, you can be Super Smeely. Zed suggested, no, replied Smeely. Postopeedi, I just wanna be called Smeely. He retorted, okay fine, you will be just Smeely. Zed conceded. Check this out, said Zed as he threw his katana and it whirled through the air. It struck a target on the bullseye. Gophers, better beware. Smeely did a nunchuck routine like nobody has ever seen. Let's go get them Gophers, said Zed. Zed thought for a bit how they would get there. They needed jetpacks to fly through the air. They stopped at Joby's jetpack shop and bought the latest models. They blasted up into the air. Zed flew like a pro, Smeely didn't know how to go. Smeely hit a tree, Smeely smacked into a telephone pole. Smeely smashed into a bird and then right smack dab into a jet airliner. Watch out for trees, watch out for poles, watch out for birds, watch out for airplanes. Zed did scold. Finally, after a while, Smeely got the hang of his new jetpack. They finally found the Ninja Gophers hideout. It had a gigantic sign on top of a burnt-out old building with boarded-up windows that said the Ninja Gophers hideout. Plutonious Zed and Smeely Postopeedi snuck into the hideout so carefully. Zed, they surprised the Ninja Gophers clan. A huge ninjutsu battle ensued. In the end, Plutonious Zed and Smeely defeated all of the Ninja Gophers clan. Huzzah and hooray! They became heroes that day. Hooray for Plutonious Zed and his sidekick, Smeely.